Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following Odysseus of Crete. And as you will no doubt be able to tell, we have let a little bit of time pass since the end of the last episode. In the last episode, we did manage to take the Duchy of Cairo away from the House of Ali. That gave us Cairo, Giza, and Al Fayoum as part of our lands. And those are very good lands. I did ask the question of whether we were going to keep our capital as Alexandria or move it to Cairo, which is kind of the grander city at the moment. It seems like everybody's in favor of keeping it in Alexandria for now, and I do agree with that. It definitely has a stronger Hellenic connection, and I think that we can develop this county pretty good as well. So, in that last little while I was letting that time go past, we did take care of a few things, so I'll go over that now. You've probably seen a few of them on the screen here, but I'll just go over them in any case. Number one being that we've had to give out a little bit of our land because we have amassed a few different duchies over the last little bit, so we're still over our limit there, but we have given away a few of our counties. We have one extra spot, but we've given the county of Saloum to our friend Alexis of House Maritenos. He will continue to serve us now as our spy master. He has regained that position there, and he will no doubt serve us very well in that. You'll also remember that our other friend here, Baron Atticus, or the new Baron Atticus, who was maimed in that war against the House of Ali there to take Cairo. He was maimed in that. His face was disfigured. Now he wears this rather ornate mask, and he rules Cartagena, or yes, that's right this time. Cartagena, that's what I'm calling it anyways. But he rules that now. He's still our acclaimed knight, which is good, and he will continue to serve us in that position for hopefully a long time to come, and hopefully he will have some children as well. His wife is a little bit older, but still plenty of time for her to have children, and hopefully our friend Alexis will have some children as well, so their dynasties can continue. We also gave away the Duchy of Capua to Duke Himerios of House Acropolites, and he'll rule our little bit of Italian lands here until such a time as we see fit to give them back over to Magna Graecia. But that isn't, at the moment, our biggest priority. We do kind of want to hold on to these lands because they are bringing us in taxes, and we need to make sure that we're keeping a flow of money and food and all the good things coming here to Alexandria so we can continue to build it up. But once we have a stronger power base in Egypt, then we'll probably give these lands over to Magna Graecia so that that branch of the family can rule the Italian lands here on behalf of the House of Argeus. We went on a little bit of a hunt here, which didn't go too well, but it gave us actually another boost of a learning experience, and we have actually gotten the Prophet perk, which means that our faith creation and reformation cost is down by 50%, which means we can technically reform the faith here. And I'm not going to let you look at that too close because I've got some things set up for that already, but we need to build up a little bit more piety before we can do that. So we're probably going to have to go on a pilgrimage, which means that we need more money. And you can see we've got a lot of money. I did do some raiding as well in the off screen. I raided up in Italy, and I did a little bit of raiding here in here in the Aglabid lands. You can see I kind of went to town on them over there. And now we're gonna go here and do some raiding on Mazab so that we can get the money that we need to fulfill all our plans. The first of which is going to be building the temple in Alexandria. Now you can see that it costs a lot less than it was before, and that's because on our way back from the hunt, we got a really good event about improving our pastures here in Alexandria. And you can see that minus 15% construction cost and construction time, holding taxes plus 20%, and development growth plus 10%. Huge boon, and that's going to last us for 15 more years. So that's incredible, honestly. That's going to help us develop Alexandria into one of the greatest cities here on this side of the Mediterranean, and we're going to use that to its full advantage. So we are very close to being able to build this temple, and that is perfect because it will be done in 3 years. I'm hoping that we can bless the opening of this grand temple here in Alexandria with the coinciding with us reforming the faith. So our plan is build the temple and reform the faith in 3 years. That's our plan. We need to make sure that we can make that happen. So we need the money, and we need to get that by raiding, because once we reform the faith, we won't be doing much raiding after that. Somebody's planning to kill my courtier. That is concerning, but not really that concerning. We can hold court. We can't go and petition the emperor right now because the emperor is holding a tournament. Unfortunately, he decided to hold the tournament in his random lands that he holds in Bavaria for whatever reason. I mean, his mother, I think, is Bavarian, so he inherited the Duchy of Bavaria, which is just horrific border gore. And even worse, he decided to hold his grand tournament there, which would have been nice to have been able to go to, considering it is a poetry recital, and we probably would have had a pretty good chance at that, or maybe even at the board game, but I don't think we would make it there in time. So it's just, that's so far away from where we are. We would definitely be able to make tournaments if they're held here in the Empire, but anywhere like that's too far for us to travel. By the time we get there, all the festivities are gonna be done, so that's unfortunate. We can hold court though, and we might as well. Hopefully we'll get some reasonable events. Hopefully we won't have to spend any money here. My courtier Reina hurries to my side, her bloodshot eyes searching the assembled court. My lord, I am sure someone in the despotate is out to get me. I have no evidence, but I suspect Mayor Neophytos. He has always positioned himself as my enemy. I beg you, imprison him and put a stop to this madness. I will question him. I will question the mayor here, and we shall see. I mean, we are just, so we will not. And he's caught in a lie. Indeed, he does seem to have done something dastardly. My lord, begins my vassal Count Kumarawai, looking very contrite. The last period has been really tough on my domain. Extra expenses were required on every front. My coffers are sadly, he's gonna ask us for money. Pains me, but I must resolve to appeal to your munificence for help in paying off my debts. Yeah, this guy despises us, and he is improvident and a murderer. Absolutely, we do not have money to spare. Of course we're not gonna just pay your debts for you. That is ridiculous. Mayor Eusebius and Mayor Neophytos march to my throne, their discontent clear. Eusebius flares up. My lord, I seek the implacable peasant Epiphania as my concubine. Her dancing is talked of all across Crete. Neophytos cuts him off. I have long been negotiating with her family. The spineless buffoon is a sad and covetous jealous man. Then you shall have her, she shall be. Yes, Epiphania was your name. I don't know if we're going to take her as our own woman. I don't really see any time for that. Dancer, I have no time for this. Let's see. Well, Neophytos, you were just arrested. So Eusebius, I think, can have her by default, I suppose. Seems as though our business here is done. We did do one other important thing in between episodes, and you'll see it now. We shaved off the beard. We held the poll. It was actually relatively close, but it seems as though the slight majority were in favor of shaving off the beard, and I am okay with that. I think that he looks pretty good without the beard. He looked good with the beard. He looks good without the beard, but I think this is just a little bit more suiting for the character. We kind of break with the tradition, but really it was only a tradition of 2 characters, so but yeah, we'll be going beardless for now anyways. Maybe once we're a little bit older, a little bit more regal, a little bit more prestigious, then we'll bring the beard back. But in any case, we didn't really get any good events there, although we could probably, you know, demand a payment. Oh no, he can't even afford to release himself. We don't have any, we have a lot of prisoners, but we don't have any prisoners who are worth any money to us here, so that is what it is. There we go, we're gonna continue these raids. A hunter causing a ruckus. This idiot belongs in my dungeon. Yeah. Let's see here. We gained a bunch of stress because we're paranoid. We suspect that somebody may be out to get us. Ooh, we caught his wife. Are you gonna pay a ransom for her? Ah, he will. Excellent. So there we go. We're gonna go and raid. Oh, we might as well raid the Aglabids a little bit more on our way back home. So this is all going very quickly. We already have the money we need. So here we go. We might as well do what we have waited, actually not even that long. We're only 25 years old, so it's only been about 10-ish years since we started with this character here. But now it is time. We can construct the Great Temple. And the cool thing about this is, and I've been doing a little bit of research, and thanks to all the people in the comments who have been giving a lot of super valuable information about the Hellenic period, Alexander the Great, all these different things that have been very helpful to me and spurring my own research. But it is actually well known that the body of Alexander the Great was actually interred here in Alexandria on his way back to Macedonia. Ptolemy did manage to, he essentially like captured Alexander's body, the body of his friend, and brought it back. At first he was interred in Memphis, which I believe is outside of Cairo, but then the body was moved here to Alexandria. Now, as far as my little, very light research could tell me, the actual location of the tomb was lost at some point, presumably in the last maybe 800 years or so. But there are characters, or there are people and historical figures who were said to have seen and been taken to the tomb of Alexander, essentially all throughout the period up until there were still people claiming to have gone and seen it up until I think even the 1400s. So I think it's pretty reasonable actually to assume that in the year 900 that the location of Alexander's tomb may still have been known and accepted in Alexandria. Now, if it's the real thing, we don't know, but there probably at least is a place, a shrine, a tomb that is claimed to be that of Alexander the Great. And I think that is where our characters would be building this grand temple. We would, you know, maybe around it or beside it or something along those lines, but that's where I'm picturing this temple being built. So the remains of Alexander the Great are essentially held within the grounds of this grand temple that we are going to create. So, and we're putting everything we can into building this great holy site here. So it is going to be created here, and we are hoping that it will be done in the very near future. We also have our steward here assisting with that as well. He's increasing development, but that also reduces the building construction time. So we're getting almost 45-ish% off of the overall construction time. So things are working out pretty well in that regard. So we need to continue, though, to bring some money back because, like I said, we need some more piety. We need just over 3,000 if we're going to do what I am planning to do with our reformation of the faith. So we're just going to go and hit this last one. We're going to bring it back. That should give us enough probably to... Oh, and our wife is pregnant again. That reminds me, there was some other stuff that happened in those in between things there. So we brought our money back. I'm gonna slow time down because we were moving at pretty fast speeds there. So we're gonna bring our soldiers back. We're at 148. So we can probably do a pilgrimage. Let's see here. We're gonna do a pious pilgrimage. Let's see. This is your capital and thus not a valid pilgrimage holy site. Where are we gonna do our pilgrimage to? To Athens? I mean, it's not too expensive here. Servia? Actually, that wouldn't be too bad, I don't think. We could maybe stop off in Polygyrus here and get some stewardship lifestyle experience. That wouldn't be too bad. It's gonna be a little expensive though, so can we reduce the cost here? Minus 30. All right, we're gonna need to save up a little bit more money here before we can, but we're making actually good money now. As you can see, we're actually making pretty good money here. So it won't actually take too long. While we let our money build up there. Oh, and we get another learning perk. Now, I don't want to go down all of these learning skill trees. I mean, we could get some really good ones. Like if we went and got whole of body, that would be obviously like pretty helpful and like getting all these health boosts and things like that. We would be able to potentially extend our life quite a bit. But I do want to get into the stewardship lifestyle tree here a little bit as well. So, but there are two things that I definitely want to get. And that is, well, essentially one thing here, but that is open-minded because I want to get that cultural acceptance gain here so that we can eventually hybridize potentially with the Egyptian culture, and that this will help with that. So we'll also be able to learn 2 extra languages, which will bring our total of potential languages up into 8. We could be a real polyglot. In fact, we should probably try to learn some more languages. Like, what are you guys speaking down here? What do the Nubian people speak? Let's see. Can we learn your language? You speak Sudanic. Okay. I mean, got a pretty good shot of learning it, so we might as well add to our languages here. So that should go well, and I imagine we'll probably be able to learn it pretty quick. Yeah, 2 years, and we'll be able to learn to speak that language fluently. So we've got the potential of doing some more raids, and I know that a lot of people have been suggesting that we take Cagliari, and I'm not opposed to that. You know, getting the mine here in Cagliari, we would have to spend the money to build it, but it wouldn't be a terrible idea. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to do that right away. It is tempting. We would actually potentially be able to go and just raid all around here to pay for the construction of the mine. We'd probably give that county away after a little while, but that's actually not the worst idea, and he's not actually very powerful. I think this seems reasonable too, because we are trying to expand the Empire's holdings, and that is essentially, how would you say it? Like, that is one of the factors that is the Emperor is considering by allowing a Hellenic worshipping ruler to continue ruling these lands. The only reason why we are allowed to continue to rule these lands is, one, because of our own power, but two, because of what we are doing for the Empire. We are too valuable to the Emperor for him to essentially act against us in that way because of our faith. So it's important for us to continue to be valuable to the Emperor. The latest work of my brother-in-law, Count Tryphon, has become all the rage at court of late. The piece deals with the memory and what we leave behind, and he has publicly dedicated it to me. The heritage of a despot. What man does not hope to rest when tired? His works surrounding the happy retired. And hope only for memory's grace, their time of conquest ended apace. So far, I've kept my thoughts to myself, but the buzz has been too dramatic to ignore. I can see that it's truly heartfelt. Yes, I mean, he is... we don't mind him here. He's married to our half-sister Hestiana. So, yeah, I mean, why not? We are just, and that seems fine. I arrived back at my castron after a long, lonely walk. Another year passed, another year older. I was born this day 26 years ago. The older I get, the more I cherish the relationships I've cultivated over the years. So it saddens me that I've not yet heard from my wife Theodosia or any of my friends today. I trudge along to my chambers, loneliness impending my lazy feet, when I hear a clang and hushed whispers from down the hallways. What's oh, look at this. What could it be at this hour? No, we're not going. I think, yeah, we suspect assassins here. So we're gonna rappel down from the window here. I suspect we probably just missed out on a pretty nice party there, but we may be a little bit embarrassed when we find out a little bit later. But you know, you gotta watch out, because assassins could be anywhere. You know, in order to appease our good counselors in the comments, I think we are going to take the lands here. We'll see if we manage to get to the point where we can build the mine, but it is worth holding. I do agree with that. So my son Hypatios, along with Artemisia. Yes, I did rename our children here. So I've renamed pretty much all of our children. We did get a daughter along the lines too. I've actually named our eldest son Ptolemy, after the... there was a few different Ptolemies, but obviously we are naming this one after one of the successors of Alexander the Great, who ruled Alexandria. It seems very fitting, because he was born there, that we would name him after that ruler. We've kept our second son as Hypatios, naming him after our father. I think that's fitting. We've fixed the name here, so Princess Artemisia. Obviously, I just got mixed up between the twin of Apollo there, which is actually Artemis, so Apollonios is still his name. Then we've got our one of our younger sons here, Rurikos. I thought that would be kind of cool, because his grandfather is Rurik the Troublemaker. I thought, you know, a very light Greek take on the name Rurikos would be kind of cool. And then we just had the daughter, Princess Rikiza. So we are kind of integrating a little bit that Russian Norse kind of aspect into our family as well. So because they have played a big part, as some people have pointed out in the comments. My son Hypatios, along with Artemisia, have been invited to a gathering of peers. Very well. Oh, paranoid is just a rough trait when it comes to stress. But I think we are afraid of what might happen when we send them. We've heard stories of what happened to our father's ship when he and his siblings went to go and visit a nearby ruler. So no, okay, I just told you guys, you're not going anywhere. So we're raising our army. We're gonna deal with the Cagliarians, and that shouldn't really cause us any difficulty, I imagine. We'll take the gold mine. We'll do some raiding, and we'll build the gold mine that way there. Ooh, Despotisa Nicarete created a cadet branch, Corcoas. Very cool. Oh, and I like that. Look at the symbol there. That looks really good, actually. Very cool that she created a cadet branch. She's got the lover's box, but and I did actually see that she temporarily at least made a Liberty faction. So, and this guy wants to install Sheikh Abraham onto the throne. He doesn't have enough power to do so, but we got to spend the money to send our troops over the seas, but it should be fine. I'm engaging my dearest Despotisa Theodosia of Crete in our usual pillow talk, wrapping her lovely hair around my fingers. Do you love my hair so, my sweetheart? Perhaps you should carry it with you always as you go about your duties as despot, so then everyone will see you and I are one. I thought at first she was joking, but it quickly becomes apparent that she truly intends for me to wear her hair as an accessory for all to see. I will wear it until I die. We gain the nickname with the tress. We gain the trait loyal. Yeah, all right. I'm fine with getting this the loyal trait. That's not so bad. So we now have the nickname with the tress. There we go. So we carry a lock of our wife's hair with us wherever we go. That's cool. I don't mind that at all. Looks like our troops, yeah, we're sending in the one and only Tigran Hassan Jalalian here to go and deal with the enemy, and he's probably going to crush them even as we land off. They don't even have a commander. That is unfortunate for them. They really stood no chance there. So we are going to siege them down. We had another daughter. Oh, what do we name her? So many names, so many children. Antipatra? Or do we name her Cleopatra, you know? I think that we are naming, you know, these characters after these names connected with Ptolemaic Egypt, so yeah, why not? Cleopatra there. Oh, and she's a genius. Very cool. Very fitting indeed. There was actually one other thing while we siege down here. I'm just gonna kind of keep an eye on the siege, but I did want to do a thing, and that was that I wanted. Oh, my poor brother. What's going on with you? You're ill. Hope you get better, buddy. But perhaps a gift will do you well. Indeed, we have a couple swords now. You'll see that here we have the famed weapon, the Sword of Argeus. That was the Greek sword that we purchased a little in the last episode here. We've renamed it to the Sword of Argeus. It's a good sword, +4 prowess, a little bit of extra prestige, but now it is the Sword of our house. But we have two other weapons as well. We have the Blooded Blade, which is all the way back from Alexandros, and then we captured another weapon, which we've renamed to the Brother's Blade, in preparation for giving these blades out to our brothers. So we're going to give the Blooded Blade to the middle brother, Hyperion, here. I think that is fitting. And then we are going to give the Brother's Blade here. Oh, actually, I do want you to study language. What languages do you know? You got to learn Arabic, buddy, because you are going to be ruling some Arabic people. But we're going to give you the Brother's Blade. So there we go. He will accept the gift. So now both of our brothers have good swords, which will hopefully keep them safe here. So that's something that I had wanted to do for a little while now. Oh, and we can go and petition the liege. I do want to go and do this. I know we're spending a little bit of money, but we're making lots. It should be fine. We'll be able to do that pilgrimage pretty soon. And what do I want to do? We have a couple options. Resettle subjects. Would he do this? Could we get some more subjects here in Alexandria? Oh, that would be nice. It might even be nicer for him to fund a city holding. He's got lots of money. He's got quite a bit of money. You know what? Let's get him to fund a city. We can build up the development of Alexandria, but getting a free city would be really nice. So we're gonna need those ship captains if we don't want to face any danger. So that's gonna cost us a little bit of money too, but we're gonna potentially save several hundred coins here. So we're gonna head on out on that journey while our troops go and win this war for us. And here our brother's education has come to an end, and he is an elusive shadow. Very good. Let's see. Yeah, his intrigue's not great, but I think that we will give him back his lands here. Yeah, I think. Oh well, that's gonna take away our good friend's title here. So, well, it won't take it away, but he'll become a vassal of our brother, which you know what? Maybe we'll hold Carthage and we'll give our brother some lands here. I haven't decided yet. I think we'll give our brother Carthage back. How much does our friend like us? Will he really be that upset if we revoke the title from him? He's got plus 60, 20, blah. Yeah, I mean, I think he'll accept it here. So let's revoke it here. Let's invite him to our court. We'll bring him back. He'll still be our... Oh, he lost the acclaimed knight status. Oops. Ah, well, we want to keep him to court. We're going to give you some more lands. We're probably going to give you some lands in here. Once... now that he's not the acclaimed knight, we don't have to worry about that, so... we are going to give our brother... Carthage. I think that is only fitting here. He held it once, but he was too young. He was too young to hold it there. So we're gonna give you all those titles. Now that you're a man, I think that you will be much better off holding that land and keeping it here. So there we go. We're doing right by our brothers. That's part of our whole family. Our thing is just, you know, taking care of your family. That's something we learned from our fathers. So, you know, we're doing right by our brothers. You know, our brother here in Athens and our brother now ruling Tunis or Carthage. We might go and rename that after, but oof, we've been overwhelmed by stress. You might be despot, but you are also an abhorrent bastard. Rakiza, our sisters become our sister has become our rival. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's see. Oof, yeah, we gotta take one of these. Donating to charity will... Oh, I don't want to lose that much money. Oh, monthly income goes down, stress loss. Oh, do we really turn to the drink? Oh, boy. We can't take another stress break. That would be very dangerous. Oh, it's because our mother died at the same time. Ouch. You know, it is possible that we would lose the drunkard trait when no, I just don't see it for our character. I think the charity one, we're gonna lose all this money, but that's the only one that makes sense. It is what it is. We give a lot of money to charity, which is good, you know, but it's not good for our plans. It is what it is. We gotta roll with the punches here, so we'll be able to make the money up from raiding. I'm not really like too worried about it, to be honest, but this siege is about to be done. I think that's probably the war done and dusted there, so oh, we got a prisoner. Will you ransom him back? He'll pay us a little bit of money there. We need it now, so let's. Oh, and we've made it here. Oh, we gained lots of martial lifestyle experience. Nice, and learning lifestyle experience. Perfect. And we've unlocked a martial perk. That's awesome. We're not even like studying martial, but we got a martial perk. I'm escorted to the throne room. I lay out my arguments for the development of Al-Hammam. Oh, and he says, absolutely, my vassal. I shall dispatch my agent immediately to take care of this matter. So the Basileus has started the construction of a city here in Al-Hammam, which is excellent. That is very, very good news here. So we actually get this martial lifestyle perk. What are we gonna pick? Prowess? You know what? Let's boost up our prowess even more here. We're a pretty good fighter now. 26 prowess. That's actually that's quite good. That is no laughing matter there when it comes to the prowess. We're gonna need to fight his army one more time, because we ransomed that prisoner, so that gave him a little bit of the war score back, but I am perfectly okay with that. Despotisa wants us to give her an artifact. The prize brooch? No, we're obviously not going to give that to you. That is ours. There we go. That war is done. Enforce those demands. So how much would it cost? It would cost 460 to build this. So yeah, we're definitely gonna need to do some raiding and in order to get that money back. So we are going to do that. We're gonna place our troops here. We're gonna break this down, and then we're gonna raise all as raiders, and we're gonna raid. We're just gonna raid everywhere in Sardinia. We need to get the money back first and foremost to do the pilgrimage, but then we are going to potentially build that gold mine as well. It's pretty expensive though, but it could be useful. We still got a little ways to go on the temple. We're only about halfway. 2 more years left, but our wife is pregnant again, which is great news. Lots of kids we're having, so big family, you know, which is good. None of them have been affected by the curse yet, so that's positive news. We're gonna need to break down that stress too. Hopefully we'll lose a little stress on the pilgrimage. Would be nice, but we'll see. Stress is just something that affects our family here, so. And we have returned home, so we lose a little bit of stress because we're back home, so that's good to see. We're gonna put our raider in charge of all the raiding here. So, there's some money here that we'll be able to get. Let's see, 36, 25, 26. Yeah, we'll be able to get some raiding money in here, which is good because we kind of need it now. So we'll let our raiders do their thing. Once the raid is done, we should have enough to do our pilgrimage, which will presumably give us enough to reform the faith. So we should actually be successful in that, and I do want to do that before the end of the episode. So I think we'll probably actually speed up the time a little bit more here, since we're just kind of raiding and letting things happen here. So we'll get that in there. Boom, that is done. I think the timing should actually work out pretty well. And our son's learning has increased. That pedagogy trait is actually pretty good. And there we go. We have learned the Sudanic language. That is good to see. What language should we learn next? Should we learn perhaps High German? No, I mean, do we speak Italian? Do you speak Italian? No, you're French, so they don't even have Italians in Italy anymore. It's just French people. England is a ridiculous mess here. It was actually ruled by the Cornish people ruled England for a while, and then it just descended into pure chaos. So I don't even want to look at that, because Alba, what is Alba doing over here? Please, with the border gore, I can't handle this. I would like to learn Italian, please. So that's what we're gonna do. Get some more languages in there and get some more money in our pockets, because what do we name our another daughter here? Let's see. Euphemia, Barbara, Eumania, Eudoxia, Sophia. Sophia is a good name, but if we get any other suggestions, I may change it. We shall see. Here we go. We're gonna get one more raid in, then we're gonna bring that money back, and then we're going to go on the pilgrimage. Our sister wants to bury the hatchet, so you know, I think I would be fine with this. You know, we're fighting with our sister for a little bit here, so let's let that end. My lord, my oracle, Isakios, approaches me with urgency. A local merchant has a copy of the compendious book on calculation by completion and balancing, but refuses to sell it to me. If you make him see the error of his ways, I would be in your debt. No, we can't spend. We can't spend this money. I'm not spending on it. You can buy your own book. And ooh, okay. She wants to conquer Bari. Who is she? Ooh, she's going after Italy. Dang, I like. You know what? She's gonna go and get the boot there, connect it all up. Definitely accept that. Let's bring our money back. Let's disband our troops because they are raiders and we can't simply switch them, I don't think so. And we'll raise our troops up we'll raise them up in Capua so we don't have to spend money sending them overseas. So we won't spend the money, they'll just make their way there on their own. And you're gonna pay me money. Oh, look at this. Now we've got a huge boost of money there. Perfect. Which means we can probably go on the pilgrimage, right? Do we go on the pilgrimage while this war is going? I mean, we're not going to be leading it, so I don't see why not. We're just going to be sending our troops in under the command of our loyal vassals here. So we're gonna go for zealotry so we can max out our piety here. We've got enough safety, travel speed's good, everything is good. We'll probably stop in after Servia. I think we'll probably stop here in Polygyros and just head back that way. It should be fine. So it'll add a little bit of extra time to the pilgrimage, but we'll gain that little bonus from that as well. So that should be good. Troops are raising up here eventually. We gotta wait for that 5 months. Hopefully we don't get hit during that time. My son Rurikos has fallen ill. Oh no, he has cancer. He's only 5 years old. Oh no. Be cautious. The time has come for drastic measures. There will be no treatment. The choice is up to my son. No. I mean, I feel like a risky treatment is necessary. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, the poor child. Well, you're obviously being taken away from that position. You failed. You failed to treat our son. Nikki, you are going to be our new... No, not caravan master, court physician. Is anybody here kind of skilled? Princess Ilyana, maybe? Our mother? Let's get our sister here. She can do that. But you failed, Delaram. You're lucky that we don't imprison you for your failure, but that is... Oh, I can't believe what happened to our poor son there. There's a man overboard. I noticed Atticus looking over the railing before turning to make his... The shit... Oh no, Atticus fell into the water? Oh no. We need to save our friend, obviously. 9% chance that he dies. We could send, you know what, Delaram, maybe she would... Oh, we would lose stress if we do this. 90% chance? 90% chance is pretty good chances there. Oh, we did save him. Whew. I was a little worried there, I will admit. But we became best friends with Atticus because we saved his... So, that's good. Velestino has become home to a famous wayside shrine. Say a quick prayer. Spend several days in prayer. Leave a small offering. Let's spend several days in prayer. I'm not worried about taking some extra time here. Okay, we need to get these troops built up here. We're finally here at the Great Temple of Servia. I've walked the holy path, so we've gained some extra trait. We've gained some extra boosts here to our pilgrim trait. And let's hope that we... Oh, and we can get this other perk here, so... Boom, we got the open-minded. That's exactly what we want. And I think I'm actually fine with switching now over to focusing on our domain here. So we are going to start moving down the scholarship tree. Okay, come on, troops. We need you. There we go. Now we're starting to get that piety in here. A pilgrim puts down a votive doll before the altar, bowing her head. I see Basilike blessing her. Do you need something blessed? Please make my prized ring more pious. Ah, yes, please do. This I'm willing to spend a little bit of money on. Durability increases and it gains a little bit extra. So, yeah, there we go. And the troops are finally raised. Oh boy, will we even be able to get here in time to assist? We weren't able to bring our troops to bear quick enough to assist our allies, but we should be able to defeat the enemy here. We put Sergios in charge. He's got the 2 good traits. I think he might be good for that. As we pass by the stalls of Thessalia Market, we are approached by a peculiar woman. She unabashedly addresses us. My lord, you look like a refined gentleman. I know of a simply divine experience not far from Thessalia, which would be of interest to any dedicated pilgrims. Zeus will also smile upon con women. Oh, we know it. I happen to know that there's nothing there. Yeah, so... Yeah, she's trying to con us. But we forgive her. Being the trait forgiving, so... You know, that's a good little trait there. And now we have the... Ooh. He wants to go... He wants to do battle with us there. I'm not willing to fight on their terms. It's nightfall and Daniel is hard at work when we arrive at the cereal field south of Varia. He appears to be flattening crops at a rapid pace. I frown. He winces and goes on a long rant about how we all need to wake up and meet our true masters instead of hiding behind false Christian teachings. I take a few steps back in surprise. Tell me more about the true masters. No, I mean, we're not even Christian anyway, so we're just going to back away from this man here. Every morning since we reached Slantiza, my oracle Zacchaeus leaves his litter and silently glides away from my sight. I find him in a lively chat with Bishop Valerios. The ceremony begins and the light of the candles illuminates. Zacchaeus, what are you doing? My liege, it has just occurred to me that there may be more than one truth. There's certainly room for calm debate here. We could gain broadened horizons, but no, I think we are patient, and I think calm debate is a sign of patientness. Oh, but he's angered by our narrow mind. There we go. Food has gone bad. Let's take our time to forage and hunt. Kind of moving a little bit quickly by some of these events here. Okay, we gotta wait for... this little war is taking a little bit more than I thought, but we are on our way home. And we do have everything that we need. Oh, look at that. We very quickly gained a stewardship lifestyle perk. So what are we going to go with? I want to go down the architect trees. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to get cutting cornerstones. That's going to increase or decrease the construction cost of buildings. So that should be advantageous to us. Where are our... there we go. Let's join up with the Magnagrations here. And we should be able to... Well, they've got that war. They've got that fight in hand. And we... There we go. We have returned home. So, we are essentially... I think this war is going to be easily managed here. Oh, there's a grand tournament being held over here, and a grand tournament by a sheikh as well, but we probably wouldn't arrive in time for either. So we do have plans, and we have everything that we need. As you can now see, the temple is very near completion. 4 more months. We have more than enough piety. We can essentially do whatever we want with the reformation of the faith. But because this episode has run on a little long, I think I am going to leave that until the next episode. So until then, thank you for watching.